Hello and welcome to the Japanese Garden Bristol Live. Okay, so this live is on Facebook, but I do share this live across other social media accounts that I've got. But mainly this is done on Facebook. It's only 30 days. So if you want to watch it again, you can after 30 days, because I'll put on my other social medias like YouTube, TikTok, and Instagram. That's it. Okay, so if you do want to watch them again after the 30 days, because they do go in 30 days, they will be over on the other accounts. But my main account is the Facebook, where I put everything. So I do the lives here. Okay, so I might not see any of your messages coming up. I try not to read them anyway, because you'll get my face in the camera. Trying to concentrate and trying to find out what it says, because it's very small, but I can see people are watching anyways this time. Before, when I've done them, I was on my own as far as I knew, but this time I can see there's people on there, so that's good. Thanks for joining me. So what I could do, I got a little list as well on this one, just prompters to, because there's bits I want to show you how to make gardening easy. This is all about something that everybody should have in their garden. I've done this last year, and I don't know if people remember this, but it was something that a lot of people said, well, not a lot of people, I know somebody I know very well who said, why would you want one of them? He put them in his garden, and he can see why he needed one. But I'll explain that a bit more about that in a minute. I'm going to go over a few things, let people log on before I get started. Anyway, yeah, so it's all going over my social medias, and my openings of my spring walks have done really well. They were sold out every time. It's been really good. I got my last one this Thursday, but after that there isn't many there, guys. I've taken a few down off my website. I got to change all that. I got to put some back up. There's been a little bit of a mess around, but I'll explain about that maybe in the future. So if you go on my website and click on one of the openings, I got my charity one. My next one after Thursday is the charity one on the June the 14th. So if you want to come along to that, it's good. If you've been here before, you could come here again on that one or whatever. Then I got one or two tours. Then I got to cream tea on the 20th of July. Okay, so there isn't many. So after the spring ones every Thursday in May, there's not much into October when I do the autumn walks, and I got to get the garden ready for that. So if you want to come and see my garden and have a chat and a cup of tea, then go on my website and book a slot. That'd be brilliant. It's nice meeting all you guys. We have such a good time. We have a laugh, we have a chat, and I'm open with everything. So we just discuss a lot of things. It's great. Okay. So I was going to do this live tonight. Was going to be about the Zen garden, and how to create it, what I use, how I do it, how to make it last so long, how it looks so good, things like that. But the weather, it's been hammering down all day. I need it dry to show you. It's covered in leaves. I might show you in a bit when I move around. I'm going to be moving the camera around a bit tonight, so you have to bear with me, because I haven't really planned that side of things. It just goes as it goes, I think. So the look of it now is ideal, but not the wetness. I didn't want it wet, so I thought I'll leave this one to another day. Naiwaki, I was going to do Naiwaki first. I was going to do the garden pruning, but I can't do that because I can't find the tree, because I want to show you how to do prune a cloud tree from conifer, and I can't find a conifer at the moment, so when I find that, I'll do that live as well. Okay, so let's get on with tonight and what this is about. Now, you know what this is, and every garden got one, but it's not what we should have. What I'm going to show you is what we should have to replace this, because when you go around your garden, you pick up your bits, you put it in your bucket, you put it down somewhere, you go and sit down, you got a nice view in your garden, and then all of a sudden there's this bucket sat there, and you're like, oh, what a mess. Go move the bucket, take a picture, whatever. So last year, someone put on my social media on the Facebook, says, have you got a CHIRI-ANA? And I didn't know what a CHIRI-ANA was, so I googled it, and I seen what it was and thought, what brilliant idea, why didn't we think of that before? So I created a CHIRI-ANA. I was going to do more for the garden, I hadn't had a chance to do that. It gets rid of the bucket. I'll show you, it's in the picture here actually, it's right behind me. It's an absolutely brilliant thing because you can clear your garden up, put all your bits in there, and you won't, when you take pictures and stuff like that, it doesn't matter because it's kind of underground. So I'll show you that. Then I go walk through the garden and show you some other tips that I use to make gardening easy, because I know that a lot of people don't water their plants. Probably if it's like me years ago, I never watered my plants because it's too much hassle getting the hose pipe out and traipsing it all through the garden and then rolling it up after. It's a pain in the neck. So I'm going to show you what I do, and it's not just sprinklers, it's another system I do that makes life easier for me and for watering the bonsais. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to turn the camera around. I'm going to try to remember to take the tripod, because I'm going to have to go in places where I need the tripod, and show you a few little things that how I make my gardening easy and make it so I want to do it and not it's a chore. Because that is one problem with gardening. It's like, can I be bothered? No, I'll do it tomorrow. Oh, I'll do it the next day, and that's how it goes. So I've made my garden so it goes out, it's easy. I go and sit down, have a cup of tea or whatever. So here we go. I'll turn the camera around. We'll show you the CHIRI-ANA first, and then we'll go through the garden. Excuse me, face. I'm concentrating trying to get the button because this button's like tiny, and I could knock the wrong one very easy. There we go. Okay. Right, so there's your bucket. You take a picture and it looks ugly wherever it is in the garden. Okay, so now here we got a CHIRI-ANA. Okay, so there's a hole in the ground basically. In Japan, they're probably round or whatever. They're setting concrete cement in the ground, and when you walk back, you won't even know it's there. Okay, and then you come up, and this is typical in my garden. There's a bamboo leaf. I don't have to go and find a bucket or try to hide it somewhere. I just chuck it in the CHIRI-ANA, and there we go, sorted. I haven't got the ugly bucket around. What I do with that bucket, I hide it somewhere in the garden and use it down the bottom. So that's a really good, I think a really good thing to have in your garden, a CHIRI-ANA. It's really good. Don't ruin any pictures, and it looks good. Like I said, I told someone and he wasn't convinced until he put it in. Wasn't it, Brian? I won't mention your name. Okay, so I'm going to take this and we're going to go down. I'm going to show you. So I'll just go down the bottom first. As you can imagine, my garden is an absolute mess. That's something you don't usually see in my garden. That's my grandson's swing. He was here last night, so he said, "Gramp, can I have the swing out?" So yeah, done some swinging. Okay, so I'm not sure I'm going to need that. What I do, I don't have a long hose from my garden. I put the long hose through my garden underground and whatnot. And then what I do, I base these hose pipes throughout the garden. Now these hose pipes, these ones are really good because this one's got, it's actually got, you can adjust the power of the hose pipe. So if you've got bonsais and stuff like that, and you don't want it too powerful, you just turn it down. I have it on shower, and let me see if I do it without water. And it's a really good, it's got a extendable shaft thing there, and then I connect it up to a tap, and that does all the ones down here. Just going up to the next one. So I just come out and I do that, and then when I'm open, they disappear. Okay, this is my net system. Now, a lot of people probably got this sort of system in their garden. I thought I'd show you guys because this does make life a lot easier. Okay, so I got sprinklers there. That waters the bottom half of my garden. Okay, the koi, I got one for the koi that automatically fills up the koi. That's another live I'll be doing soon. Then I got the top. So at the very top where we go in a minute, I'll turn that one on and it waters all the top. This one's the gunnerer. That's on a timer. So in the summer, I'd have it on like an hour. It's down to 15 at the moment because we're getting a lot of rain. That one's on a timer, so that's good. There's a direct water from my pond when I feed my acers. So that's pretty much, that's the pond stuff as well, but all that sorts out all the garden. So all this gets watered by just turning a tap on. And like I said, there's a hose pipe that runs all the way up through the garden. I don't have to unreal. I'll show you another little one actually. I don't think I've ever shown this. Okay, so you come in here, you got my pride of joy bonsai there. But the thing is, when I built this base for the bonsai, I had a problem because something was there and I had to keep it there. So let me show you what it is. If I try to get on there, so I'll pop this off. Okay, I'll put that out of the way. And then here is an hose pipe. In fact, I haven't turned it on down the bottom. I just turned it off. I'll turn it on actually. Let me go and turn it on because I'll show you the top as well. So if I come down here, I turn on the top. That does the sprinklers at the top, but they're turned off on another system. And then this here, this is long enough to do the lawn if I want to. So I could go out and do the lawn. And that's on a shower as well. But this one ain't got a speed on it. So it is what it is, that one. You just got to be careful. So here we go. That size under there. Now, if you do visit my garden, no telling anyone, because that is well hidden under there. It's a bit jammed because it's gone a bit cold and wet at the moment. There we go. So you wouldn't even know that hose pipe's there. That's hidden away. Okay, so, oops. Look at all those leaves has come down. Yeah, I got a lot of tidying out to do before Thursday, but we're getting some nicer weather for the rest of the week, so that's good. Okay, so we come to this area here. This is my bonsais, and then I got my courtyard in there, and I got sprinklers in there. As you can see, there's one at the back there. Don't know if you can see it. There's a sprinkler in there. I've also got my, let me put that down, bonsai watering. I know bonsais, you should use rainwater. Mine's been going well with these sort of hoses, tap water. Okay, so that's there. And then when I open, I just unplug it from this system. And then there's another system there that goes to sprinklers. Okay, so I know I'm going around the garden. I'm trying to show you guys how easy it is for me to water my garden, really. Then I come to the top and I got another one here. Okay, so this one does that same as the others. And that's it, really. I've got the hose pipe in every section. So I'm not going around the garden with a hose pipe and dragging all the pots off and causing damage. Actually got them in where I need them, and that can water everywhere. And then let me show you a bit of a sprinkler here. It's a sprinkler there. I put it up through a bamboo stick, and it's on the end of the bamboo stick. So that was that kind of disguises it. It's a shame they're yellow and red heads on the bamboos, on the water system. Sorry, but that's the way it is. I'd like to get one of those. They got a new system out now. It's all black. Looks pretty good, but whether it's going to work for my garden, I don't know. But it took a lot of work to do it. Let me turn around to explain another thing that makes my garden easier to maintain. I do get a lot of people say, do you maintain this yourself? Yes, I do maintain it myself. I designed it myself, I built it myself, and I maintain it myself. And I try to make life easier, because one thing about the Japanese gardens are they're easy maintenance. If you design it properly, they are easy maintenance. I know it's sort of like, it's not laziness, but it's just making garden more interesting and get you out in the garden more, I suppose. Made me enjoy the garden more by making it easier. So this is what this video is about. Okay, so what I'm going to do next is, there's something else. I don't know if I'm going to get the camera right for this one. Okay, I'll explain. My garden, I call it an average garden, okay? Average sized garden. I get people come in and say, wow, it's a big garden. Then I get other people come and say, oh, you got a lot in a small garden. So I call it an average garden. It's in between. Now, I don't know what you're like, but when I come out I walk in the garden, have a look around, and I see things that like needs pruning. And I get to the top of the garden, I go, oh no, I gotta go all the way back down to get the secateurs or the shears or whatever. So what I do is I try to show, I got secateurs down there in the garage, which are not good to go down shooting. And then what I do here, so I don't know when I'm gonna put the camera, I have to excuse the camera at the moment. Right guys, so what I've done is, right, okay, so in here, I'll move that out of the way. In my little window here, not a lot of people see that. See that? Just like that. Just like that. See? And I need to cut me bush in there. Anyway, so what I do in here, I got some secateurs. Okay, so my brother bought me these for Christmas. I thought they were brilliant actually. So what I do is, if I'm up here, you know what it's like when you get to the other end of your garden, or you're out in the garden, you think, oh, go and get secateurs. You go all the way down to your shed or garage or whatever it is. You go in the garage, you go, what do I come down here for? I can't remember. So then you go back and secateurs, then you go all the way back down again. We don't get that problem if you base tools around the garden, if you've got a bigger garden. So the things like, when I got this wisteria now, I'm hopefully going to be able to show you this. Got this wisteria here. Now they get leggy bits after they flower, they get all these leggy bits. Without falling in the pond, there's a pond here. I'll go around and I can just trim them off without going up and down the garden to get shears. So another little tip, really, make life easier in the garden. And that's base some tools around the garden. Hide them somewhere if you don't want them on show. Some might like them on show. I put them in there. Okay, something else I got in here is some shears, some bonsai shears, some little bonsai shears. So if I'm up here and I think, oh, I'll trim that bonsai, I don't have to go all the way to the other end of the garden to get some shears. I've got them in my little cupboard there, my window. It's just to make life easier. I got other little things around the garden hidden so I can make life easy for myself. Okay, so I'll just get a look at my list a minute, make sure I've covered everything, because with lives, I forget things that come off, and I forget things. I will, if anybody's made a comment, I will go when I finish respond to you after the video. Okay. Garden visits. Now, this year I want to try to visit other people's gardens and do lives in their garden. I can't do it on a Tuesday, but I do want to do them. Since I've come back from Japan, I've got the garden ready to open for the spring walks. Spring walks are ending this Thursday. So after that, I'm hoping to get me bearings straight and try to figure out if I could go and see some gardens. So if you're interested and you live local to me, I'd love to come and do a live in your garden. Also, what I would like, if you're up for it, is if you're a specialist in bonsais, if you know a lot about your stuff with bonsais. Like I said, I've only been doing it for years, so I'm happy to learn. If anybody wants to come and do a live and show us how to, I don't know, maintain a bonsai, whatever you want to do, that'd be great for the programs and that. So if you want to do some of that, or koi, if you want to, you know a lot about koi and you want to come and show us some stuff about koi. Anything in the garden, really. If you're a specialist in anything, you want to come and do a live, join me with a live, I'm quite happy for you to come and do it. We can arrange it. My lives will be on Tuesdays evening at 7 o'clock, but if I go out anywhere else, they're going to be different nights or different days on lives. So that's what I would like to do this year. I'd love to come and see your gardens. That'd be great. It'd be nice to see the other people's layouts and ideals and what they're doing. Might get some new stuff there. Okay, I think that's everything on my list. I think I went through it without looking at it. Not bad, was it? Okay, so yeah, my garden's looking great, apart from this wind we're getting really strong winds. But the good news is I heard today on the radio that we're going to have the hottest, in the UK, we're going to have the hottest June and July on record. We'll see. They always come up with this, don't they, and it ends up the other way. But at the moment, the wind's so strong, my acers are getting a right battering. But the good thing is, none of them has got any burnt leaves on. I've been looking at them, none of them's got burnt leaves on, which I'm really pleased about. So in a moment, fingers crossed, it's going well. They usually are pretty good at the beginning of the season anyway, because they come out and they're pretty strong. As time go on, as long as you keep them watered and fed. If you missed my video on that, go on my video, scroll down, and it's on there somewhere. So if you want to catch up on that, and thank you for watching, guys, because I had a lot of views on that one. So I really appreciate it. I hope you're getting something out of my videos and creating something nice in your own gardens. Really, it's amazing what you can do. Go out and enjoy your gardens, guys. Have a good evening. What is the time now? It's only 20 minutes, so that's good. Yes, I'm off now to put my feet up. I'll respond to any questions you got. So please put a question up, even if if it's not now and it's later and you want to ask questions, put them up. I'm happy to answer them on any of my posts. If you want to share my stuff, feel free to share it. And hopefully see you here one day. Have a good evening. I'll catch you next time.